Hi, welcome back to Everyday English with Drea. This is where we learn simple English for our everyday conversations. If you haven't yet hit that subscription button, please go ahead and do so now. And don't forget to turn on your notification bell. Thank you. In today's lesson, we'll be discussing Jamaican Patwah versus British English. The question you may ask is, where is Jamaica? Jamaica is an island located in the Caribbean Sea. Jamaica is known for its rich culture, which includes its colorful language, food, reggae music, beautiful beaches, and sports, in particularly track and field. This country is a tourist destination, so if you are planning to travel to Jamaica, this lesson is definitely for you. Today, we'll be looking at the dialect used in Jamaica, which is pronounced Patwah. Patwah is an English-based Creole language with West African influences. It is the dialect spoken primarily in Jamaica. The basic word order of subject, verb, and object remains the same as in Standard English. The official language in Jamaica is English. In fact, British English is taught in schools. There is no official teaching of Patwah. It is a dialect that Jamaicans learn naturally from generation to generation in order to communicate among themselves in their communities. The question you may ask is, how difficult is it to read Patwah since it is not taught in schools? While mastering oral communication in Patwah is done naturally, reading Patwah can be difficult for many Jamaicans. Since there's no official teaching of the language, people usually spell using invented spelling within their communities. However, over time, there are rules that you can use as guide to understand the basic spelling of Patwah. Let's explore some of the basic rules that we can use in Patwah. D is often omitted from the end of words. For example, hand now becomes han, land, lan, band, ban. Next, TLE replaced by KLE. For example, in the word bottle, buckle, little, lickle, turtle, turkle. Next up, the TH sound is replaced with the T sound. For example, thunder, thunder, cloth, cloth, thirsty, thirsty, mouth, mouth, month, month, tree, tree. In this example, the ER sound is replaced with A. For example, butter now becomes butter, water, water, brother, brother, sister, sister, lighter, lighter. Here are some examples of some basic words that are used in everyday conversation. If you were to listen to a Jamaican speak, at first it would be almost impossible to understand what is being said. That is because when speaking in Patwah, Many Jamaicans tend to speak fast. However, if you were to ask that speaker to slow down a bit, you'd be surprised just how much you'd be able to understand. So, let's take a look at these terms. Respect. Respect. While this word maintains its original meaning, it also has other meanings such as thank you or even to say hello. We. You, you. They, them. Them is used as a plural form to pluralize almost every word. The, go, go. Me, where, we. One of the most popular terms associated with Jamaica is wagwan. Though simple, this phrase has a variety of meaning. Of course, it depends on the context in which the conversation is being had. The most basic meaning is hi or how are you? So, the next time, if you should greet a Jamaican and say wagwan, it simply means hi, how are you? Now, let's try. I'll say the word and then you repeat. We'll do this for a bit of practice. Di, go, me, we, respect, we, them, you. With our vocabulary to the side, let's try to translate some sentences from English to Patwah. For example, where are they going? How would you ask this question in Patwah? I'll give you a few seconds to think of it. And if you ask, where am I go? You are indeed correct. Our next question is, do you want some rice? How would you ask this question in Patwah? I'll give you a few seconds to think of your answer. A Jamaican would ask, you want some rice? Now, let's do the reverse. I'll say the Patwah, and you think of the English translation for that. For example, I want to go to the beach. What do you think the English translation for that would be? I'll give you a few seconds. You can think of your answer. And if you thought of, I want to go to the beach, you are correct. This brings us to the end of our lesson. And like me always say, practice, practice, practice. Because no matter how much Patwah you know, if you don't practice, it's useless. And to translate, like I've always said, practice, practice, practice. No matter how much Patwah you study, if you do not practice, it is useless. Thanks for watching Everyday English with Drea. Until next time, practice your Patwah.